Kaizer Chiefs 0, TS Galaxy 0. The main thing is Kaizer Chiefs were robbed. But that's not the only thing, because while Chiefs played very good, there are also some aspects of their game and the game plan and the approach and the positioning of the players that needs to be questioned. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. So let's start with the obvious thing. Kaizer Chiefs were robbed. Two big decisions that went against them. The first one, clearly not an offside. The ball goes to Silva. He finishes it brilliantly, goes to the corner. The linesman says it's offside. While there were two, not one player playing him onside, but two, the left back and the right back. What I don't understand is that Silva is in the middle of these two players. He's central with the center backs. The linesman is here on the line. The left back is in front of him. The right back is there across him. So how can you not see that Silva was onside? It's mind-boggling how poor the officiating standards are in the country. But it's fine. We move to the next one. Solomons gets absolutely cluttered into by who's this kid? The Umbo something. I just forgot his name. But he gets tackled in the box. Solomons gets tackled in the box. What does the ref say? No penalty. But there was a foul. Should have been a penalty. Chiefs could have scored and could have won the game by an easy 2-0. But that didn't happen because the decisions went against Chiefs, and we're not going to sit here and whine about decisions being against Chiefs because we're the same fans who are celebrating when we beat Sundowns with that offside goal. So let's move and talk about the performance, because I think that's the thing that matters the most. For starters, Solomon's brilliant. Good performance. Now, someone will say, Mpilo, you were complaining that Solomon started the game. No, I wasn't complaining that Solomon started the game. I was complaining that they used Monyane the wrong way and then they had to take him off because they wanted him to overlap, which he doesn't do. He's better when he underlaps, and then Solomon's had to come in now and overlap. But the question that I have now is, since our right backs are given two types of instructions and they can't do it the same way, does that now mean that we'll now keep on playing Solomon, who's injury prone, and when he gets injured, we have Monyane who will now have to get some time to adapt? That's just a thinking ahead of how are we going to manage their injuries, because we know both of them have injuries. But what I want to say right now is, even the last chance that we got, Solomon's created it. The last two goals the Chiefs scored, Solomon's was involved in them. So he's brilliant, and Solomon's deserves to be given his flowers. And I know, since people don't like Solomon's, they will still find some things that are negative to say about him. But he had a brilliant game. Let's not hate on him. The next one, centre back pairing, they had nothing to do the entire match, really. TS Galaxy only took a shot, and that was from an offside. But they couldn't even lay a hand on us. That is why the entire game, I thought, Chiefs are actually going to win this game. Even at the 90th minute, I was like, 6 minutes added, we're going to win. 94, we're going to win. Oops, we didn't win. But I actually had that belief because TS Galaxy were not threatening Chiefs in any way, shape, or form. Left back, Marco, brilliant when it was needed. But I do feel like he could have gone forward much more. Because, for starters, Umtutu's, when he was playing as a left winger, he was inverting much more centrally. And that meant on the left-hand side, then we did not have someone who's an outball, because if we're overloading the side where Mfundo Vilakazi is, we need to have someone on the left to switch the ball into. But since we're trying to be safe, because, Chiefs are trying to avoid losing matches more than they're trying to win matches, so we keep Umako at the back with Umiguel and Kwenika, and that kind of cripples us up front. But we're not there, because as Fungutik to us, complain. Midfield pairing, Mabue and Matlowu, brilliant again. But with a specific mention on George Matlowu. I made a video. I analyzed him. I said he was very good in the previous game. People said I was overhyping him. Well, he has come back again and he has performed brilliant. We need to give players their flowers when they perform. And I know it's only been 2 games that has been brilliant, But we cannot say when a player has a bad game, we are critical of him. And when he has a good game, we say, oh, it's just one game. We can't do that. It's hypocritical and just to tagati kahle kahle, because that means we just want to see them fail and always say bad things about them when they fail. So Umchita played 2 games in a row now. He's performing. In fact, when you watch both of their performances, you will see that the person was much more visible. He was taken off, but Tumatlo is the one who even, you remember that ball that he played to Silva that he scored, the way that he was circulating the ball, but also involved defensively. It just tells you that Umatlo, one thing that I said, even about him in the last season, I said, one thing I love and appreciate about him, when he puts on that kit, he always, by all means necessary, tries to show that he wants to play. He always gives it his all, and it's showing in how he's performing right now. So kudos to Matlo, brilliant performance. And then in front of them was Kaizer Chiefs being played as a 10, because I don't know if you remember. I keep telling people these things and bakating umampara. I said that when I was talking, I said Kaizer Chiefs is better as a right winger or as a 10, right? I said that. Could Kaizer Chiefs play him as an inverted forward? As a striker, no Ekodaro, no Silva, you don't actually need to be playing Kaizer Chiefs as a striker, because you have strikers who are more suited to that. So he played as a 10. It was brilliant. He could drift to the right-hand side and interchange with Umfundo Vilakazi. But Maya was brilliant in that position. So kudos to him. He had a good performance. And then there was Umduduzi and Umfundo. I will group these two because when it comes to their performances, it's that thing of those boys are good. Duduzi is good. Umfundo is good. They're excellent. The issue is they try to do too much. Right? Like, this is said with all the love that I can master right now. Boys, you just need to simplify things. The more you complicate things, the more it becomes difficult even for you to execute. There was a time when Mfundo, we won the ball back. He could have just rolled the ball across and we're going to get an opportunity to score, but he decided to take a shot. That shouldn't be happening. Pass the ball. There was a time when Umduduzi had the ball. He could have rolled the ball across to Mayo, to his left foot, could have taken a shot and scored a goal, but he decided to take a shot. So let's not try difficult things. Let's not try to... And I don't want this video to attract negativity for those two boys, because they are good footballers. They are just, they need guidance and to be told to stop doing certain things. I mean, Umfundo under Nabi, one of the things that happened is Ukibela, like standing on the ball and all of that. But guess what? He was coached to stop doing that nonsense. Umduduzi was coached to stop doing complicated things as well. He was starting to be much more of a creator, doing things for everyone else, pressing and doing all of those things. But now it's like Usebuyela back to what he was that we don't want, right? And then up front, Silva is a brilliant striker. Brilliant striker. Ngiyazi baningi abantu bathu inkomo and this and that and this and that. I really don't care. Today, once again, he showed that he can be deadly. He scored, it was disallowed, they robbed him. But 2, he also had that brilliant header. Uaira had to save it, so he did his job. And then when it comes to the sub, I was happy to see, who's this guy? Lilepo come on. And the first thing that he did, guess what? Was taking a shot at goal. You know, taking responsibility. Abo Mabu and Abo as older players, he got into a very good position, but instead of shooting, he wanted to pass. Guys, let's take more responsibility, right? Let's take more responsibility. Let's take more shots. And then the keeper will save it. We have a striker who can be there to finish off the chances. Velepai came on. Brilliant game as well. You know, Utuba had some chances. He did something. His body language looked better today. Badman, his cameo as well, good. So I cannot, like, look at Test Galaxy. Goal attempts, 1. Shot on target, 1. Chiefs, goal attempts, 19 and on target, 8. But ball position, 54-46. That tells you good the game, it looked like it was close based on how much we were possessing the ball. But at the same time, in terms of the attempts, we had many more, which speaks of the quality of the attempts. which brings us to the coaching. Yeah, of course I was going there. Just had to wait for you 10 minutes to listen to me. Bese ngiyakhuluma ngoThoko bahambe. Because I am thinking, if you have 19 attempts and you're going to come out again and tell me that, oh, but 8 of them, only half, less than half of them were on target, that's kind of problematic. Because it also speaks of where are you taking your shots and how much quality are your shots, how clear cut are your chances. About the goal that Silva scored, brilliant example of types of chances that Chiefs should be creating. The goal that was saved by Silva, that was saved by Silva, the keeper from Silva, that's the kind of chance we're talking about. We need to have much more shots. If you want to see the quality of the shots, by the way, I will also share this thing. They must sponsor me, but I will do it for free for them for now, because I think it's one thing that can help. So if you want to check, go to a website called FootMob, right? So FootMob will tell you, like, Uguti, what was our XG? XG stands for expected goals. So from the chances that we created, how many chances were expected to be scored, right? Like, what's the percentage? So for example, if you see an XG of, say, the closer the number is to 1, let me simplify it in that way. The closer the number is to 1, the better the chance. So for example, if you take, if we go to stats, you will go to share, you'll have to check. You will see if it's 0.1, that means 10% of people score that chance if they get it. Like the first chance that Shabalala got. And then there was another chance that was gotten by, you just scroll across our chances. Like the corner that Mayo missed, it was 0.24, which means 24% of the times those goals get scored. Then you have about 0.19, 0.07, 0.25 by Ulilepo, the one that he missed towards the end of the game. But how many chances are we getting that are increasing our XG? Because our XG from this match was 1.76, which means we should have scored at least 2 goals if you are rounding off that number from this match based on the chances that we're getting. But the question is, how many chances are we creating that are clear-cut for us to be scoring, right? So when you see that you are playing TS Galaxy and they're sitting back and they're not attacking you that much, would you not be better served taking Umako forward? Would you not be better served committing more men forward? Would you not be better served, say, bring on Utuba for a defender, for example? Right? Leave Silva, play with Utuba and Silva now. Both of them are in your box. Sacrifice the defender, because now you can have Uvelepai, because he came on second half, play on that side on his own. He can now cross the ball. So small things like that, Tuguti, you can't be in a game that you want to win against a team that clearly just wants a draw, and you are not committing more men forward. That's the issue. Like you see teams like Man United sometimes, let's talk about Liverpool, who are currently bad. But last season, one thing that they did that was so admirable is that they would constantly keep on sending, taking off Kunate, for example, adding a striker. There was a time where I would watch Klopp starting with the 4-3-3. But at the end of the game, we would be playing with the 2-4-4. It's attack, all-out attack. So that's one thing that I want to be seen or done in my team, Uguti. We need to do more in terms of attack. And I do not want to see those coaches come back, because as much as this team played well, they could just change the team in the next game. It's not beyond them. They could do it. So I want them gone still, because we need a coach who's going to be much more decisive. Don't be fooled by this performance from this game, because then in other games, they will come in and then they will change the whole team all over again. But how did you guys see the game? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Khosi, Alpelumoy.